Anyone who lives in Nauvoo or Hancock County, Illinois knows that there's a lot of things that are not positive about living here. If you want to do anything or if you want to do any sort of real shopping, you have to drive. The nearest serious place of shopping, and by serious I mean Walmart, is about 20 to 25 minutes away. Really, there's nothing closer. There's a Dollar General that's about 3 or 4 minutes up the street, but it kind of gives you an idea. In the wintertime, we just get smacked because we're in the prairie, and it's snowy and windy, and it can just be really nasty in the wintertime. But you know, in spite of the negatives about living here, there's some absolutely amazing things about living here too. So like sunsets. Now today isn't a great sunset day, but you can kind of get an idea of like what the expanse is that we'd be looking at for a sunset. They're awesome. When you see a sunset, it's just awesome. Living by the Mississippi River is just a really cool experience, and everything that goes along with it, from seeing the barges go up and down the Mississippi, or seeing the fishermen that are out, all sorts of stuff like that. Things that are just part of the culture here, the rural culture too. You know, the farm season and planting and harvesting and what goes along with that. There's just a lot of neat stuff that's here. All this to say, you know, in our world, I don't know that there's really any ideal place to live. Every place has its drawbacks. Every place has its benefits. And sometimes the places that we think have like big benefits, well, sometimes their warts really show forth. So like right now, I am so glad that I live in a rural area, because if I want to go out for a run, I don't have to worry about the mayor of Chicago breathing down my neck and saying, you can't go out for a 5K. Well, you know what, Madam Mayor, I can go out for a 10K. If I wanted to, I could go out for a 50K, and I can distance myself 6 feet, 10 feet, 80 feet from people. There's just nobody around, and it's awesome. At the same time, the trade-off is that maybe if I want to get takeout from a really good restaurant, it might be a little bit harder to find, and I might have to drive a little bit. Anyway, all this to say, wherever you're at, sure, be cognizant of the negatives, but also be aware of the positives, because every place has its good points and its bad points, and they kind of balance out. And if you keep focused on the good, it can keep you hopeful and help you realize that the Lord's with you, and that His presence, His goodness shines forth, even in difficult circumstances. Y'all take care.